This is Alessandra Barrett, Special Projects Editor for the Journal of Commerce. I'm at our Inland Distribution Conference in Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm speaking with Patrick Ottensmeyer, Kansas City Southern's Chief Marketing Officer and Executive Vice President. Thanks for taking a few minutes to speak with us today.
You're welcome.
Nearshoring in Mexico, real or just hype?
It is very real. It is happening, and the pace is actually accelerating. The best example that we can use to cite that it is real is the automotive industry. Right now there are 4 new auto plants being built in Mexico. Mazda, Honda, and Nissan are nearing completion of their plants. Nissan will open later this year, Mazda and Honda next year. Okay. Audi is going to build a plant, and there are more. We know that there are other auto companies looking for sites right now. And the main reason that they're doing this is to shrink their supply chain, take advantage of some of the things that are happening in Mexico that are favorable for investment. The labor market in Mexico is very good. Labor costs are low. Mexico has a very young, well-educated population, which most people don't understand. And clearly proximity to the U.S. is a major driver. But more and more we're hearing from our customers that they're choosing Mexico to serve the world. Mexico has more free trade agreements with countries around the world than any other country in the world. So we're hearing the main driver is proximity to the U.S. market, which obviously in the auto industry is the largest market in the world. But more and more we're hearing that companies are choosing to manufacture in Mexico to serve other markets around the world.
Many developing countries have low manufacturing costs. Why are companies choosing Mexico?
Well, there are several reasons. One that we hear from our customers and people who are locating there is intellectual property. If you're familiar with some of the other markets, particularly Asian markets, there's concern on the part of technology companies, electronics, automotive. Mexico has very strict laws and protections for intellectual property, so that's one of the other considerations that companies are citing as reasons to locate in Mexico. In addition, another little fun fact is Mexico educates or graduates more engineers per capita than the United States. So it's a fairly well-educated workforce, and so what's happening over the past several years is Mexico is actually attracting a higher quality of production, of manufacturing. So you're seeing aerospace and high tech, and in addition to electronics and appliances and automobiles. So all those factors are really contributing to the growth in Mexico.
What about security concerns?
Well, security is a real concern. It's in Mexico. You've all read the headlines. You've read the headlines about some of the horrific things that are happening and the crime. What I tell people who are friends who think I'm crazy for traveling to Mexico as often as I do, I'm there probably once a month. What I tell them is if you're not in the drug business, and we're not, the chances of those things happening to you go down by about 99.9%. So it's the crime is occurring, the headlines are real, but it has a fairly limited impact. It's mostly gang on gang, cartel on cartel. We do spend a lot of time protecting our employees and our customers and their goods. As an example, we have about 3,000 miles of track in the U.S. and 3,000 miles in Mexico. We have 9 security agents in the U.S. protecting 3,000 miles. We have 1,100 security agents in Mexico. Okay. So we spend a lot of time and effort thinking about security and protecting our customers' goods, and it's not something that just happens by accident. So it takes a lot of effort, a certain amount of money, but it can be done, and our security performance and our claims ratios, claims frequency in Mexico is not statistically different than it is in the United States.
Well, thanks for taking time from the conference to speak with us today.
I enjoyed it.
We've been speaking with Patrick Ottensmeyer, Kansas City Southern's Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer.